starting on the front of the trailer, you have two 30-pound propane tanks. You do have an auto switchover valve. This arrow that is right here, this is pointing towards this tank. That means this is your supply tank. Once this tank goes empty, it will automatically switch over to this tank, turning the indicator in the center red. You do have two deep cycle batteries in behind the propane tanks. Directly below the propane tanks, right here is your battery shut off. So to turn it to the off position, you turn it, the key comes out, that is in the off position. To turn it on, you're gonna just turn it just like so. You should have this on whenever you're using the trailer. If you're storing the trailer, that is when you're gonna turn that to the off position. On the side, we have a freshwater fill. This is where you're going to put your water in if you're dry camping, so you don't have any water at your site. Once you are done camping, you are gonna wanna empty this. To empty this, your freshwater valve is located down the bottom. This is that big T handle. You just pull that out to make the water drain out of the tank. At the back here, so this is your hot water heater. It is a DSI electric. It does have a switch that's down here in the bottom corner to turn it to the on position for hydro, as well as another switch that's on the inside of the trailer. They do both have to be on for it to work on hydro. This is where you're going to plug your trailer into hydro. So this is a 25-foot cord that comes with your trailer. So it just simply line up the circle at the center, plug it on, and twist lock it back on. This is your city water connection. Now this is just the nipple that we use. So this is where your water's going to go when you are camping. This here is an antifreeze inlet to help you winterize your trailer and your cable and satellite hookups. Down at the bottom here, this is where your black and your gray water tanks are. So this handle over here on the side, bigger valve, black handle is your black water. Handle on the left hand side, gray handle is your gray water. Always pull your black water before your gray water. That way your gray water will clean your hose out for you. In the bumper here, this is where you can store your hose once you are done using with your sewer hose. You do have 4 stabilizer jacks, there's one in each corner of the trailer. There is a 3/4 inch crank inside the trailer for you. On the back of the trailer, this is your black water flush. This is a wand that is in your black water tank to help you flush out your black water tank once you're done emptying. Always remember to have your black water valve pulled while using this. Outside shower, you have hot and cold taps in there. Now this is your outside kitchen. So when you go to put your stove away, this hose here, it is a quick connect. So right here is where your quick connect is. There is another one at the back port there as well for your outside griddle as well. So to put this, plug it in, you do have to make sure the valve is in the off position. Push back on the collar, push your cord in, and then turn your valve to the on position. So you have a 2-burner stove. These ones here are too light. You do have to turn them to the high light, and you have to push down and hold and use a barbecue lighter to ignite. Outside fridge is a 110 fridge only, so that means you have to be plugged into hydro to make this operate. Up in the top right hand corner is where your selection is for your temperature. This bracket here, this is for to bring your TV to the outside. Your cable and your 110 outlets are down below. Outside work table. Up at the front of the trailer, this is your solar on the side. So if you ever want to put solar panels on there, you can plug your solar panels into there. Your steps, so that you do have more ride steps. So this means that your steps do fold up. They are gas shock assisted, so they go up just like so. Now when you go to bring your steps out, you do have adjustments on them. You have it on the right hand side and the left hand side. So you have a pin that's right on the side. You'd pull the pin out, therefore exposing all the extra holes that you can put them in to make your steps level. Biggest thing to remember when you are using your steps is you want to make sure that your door clears the step after they are down. So once it is down, you're checking at the bottom here, you're making sure that the door does clear your steps. You don't want your door to hit your step. As soon as you go inside the trailer on your left hand side is where your main control panel is. So on the left here, you have your interior lights. So this is going to control all the interior lights, your porch light, awning light, and a Wi-Fi Ranger. The Wi-Fi Ranger, your password is down below. This here's your level gauge system. So it's going to tell you how full your battery is, your freshwater tank, your black water tank, and your gray water tank. water pump, hot water heater on gas, hot water heater on electric. To bring your slide in and out, you're just simply going to press and hold the button in the direction you wish it to go. Same thing with your awning. Your awning, you just press and hold the extend and take your awning to the out position. How you know your awning is all the way out? There is a flap that lowers down. You do not want to take that flap past 90 degrees. To change the direction of your awning or the pitch, you are simply going to take your hand up at the top. You're going to pull down just like so and tighten up your wing nut. Now, the flap that I was talking about is right here. This flap does stick when it goes to the out position. Once it dries up a little bit, it does come back out. When you go to put your awning back in, I do recommend that you loosen off the arms and have the awning at a level position. So above the sink, you do have your radio. So your radio does have two different zones. You have 1 and 2 for zones. So this is your inside and outside speakers. It is also a DVD player as well that will play to your TV. You can also Bluetooth connect to it as well to play your playlists off your cell phone. And you can also hook up with HDMI cords and USBs as well. Your stovetop. Stovetop is very simple. This just lifts up over the top and stands up. To light whichever one you wish, turn it to the on position, use the sparker. This does have a AA battery in it as well, so remember to take that out for winter. Your fridge operation, all your buttons are up here at the top. So to turn your fridge to the on position, you turn it on. The auto light is on right now, which means that it is running on 110 hydro. If that is not available, it will run on propane. If you press the gas button, the auto light turns off. This means you are in propane mode only, and it will only run on propane. Below the fridge, you have your converter. This converter is where your 110 breakers are, and your 12-volt fuses are on the right-hand side. There is a red light beside each 12-volt fuse to let you know which one is blown. In the bathroom, so up on the roof here, you do have your fantastic fan. So this does have a lock in it, so you have to pull down on the handle, crank it open. Selecting our fan speeds over here in the corner. You have 1 through 4. This is drawing air out of the coach. Your toilet is a foot flush toilet. Your valve is on the right hand side. So this is a foot flush. So you just push down on that valve. So far it gives you water. All the way will give you a flush. In the right corner there, that is your GFI protection. If you ever have 110 plugs that are not working, this is where we're going to send you to reset your GFI. It does reset just like your household. In the shower, we do have the water saver as well. So with the water saver, so this is your water saver. So right now it's pointing to the down position. That means that it's going out of this hose. If you want to use this while you are hooked up or while you are using your fresh water, this is the only time you want to use this. If you use it while you're hooked to city water, it is going to start filling your fresh water tank. So to reuse it, you turn it to the up position and you have your hot water on. Once this blue elbow starts to turn gray, whitey color, that lets you know that the hot water is there, and you can turn this valve back down to continue your shower. In some of your cupboards, you'll notice, especially in the bathroom as well, up here on the top, these lights, they are motion censored, or you can have them so they're just on the on. So the motion sensor is this little bulb that's right there. Right there, and then back here is where the switch is to turn it to the motion or to the on position. On the end of the cabinetry here, this is your furnace, or your thermostat, so you can turn it to the heat mode, set your temperature, or you can also set to your cool mode and set your temperature. This is when the auto and on comes into effect, and this is in cool mode only. On means the fan stays on 100% of the time. Auto means that the fan is going to turn on and off with the compressor. Down at the bottom here, the green light, that is your carbon monoxide propane detector. So if you ever have a gas leak or off gases in the trailer, that is going to alarm. The outlet that is right beside the outlet that's beside the tip out. You do need to make sure that nothing is plugged into this when you are moving your tip out to the in position or out. It could rip the plug out of the wall. Your king dinette, so here we have your water filter wrench, your remote for the radio, your remote for your TV. This is the observation camera that is optional on all trailers of Rockwood. This is TPS monitors, so this is to sense if you have low pressures in your tires or any issues going down the road. We do have 2 sets of keys here. So the purple key, this is for your door key. The silver key is for all your outside compartments. This is your heated mattress cord, so this plugs into the head of the bed and plugs into 110 power. And in the brown envelope, this is your owner's manual pack. So anything that has literature, that is where it's going to be. Now, for travel, I do recommend that your table is always in the down position so that it doesn't bounce around inside the trailer. So to set your table down, the easiest way that I've discovered to do this is set your table back here, just like so. There's a yellow button here. This yellow button, you push it over to the right-hand side, and then you rotate your legs, just like so. You'll notice that there is Velcro on the side. That Velcro locks into the little black pucks underneath. It locks your table into position. This way, when your tip out is in the in position, your table is not bouncing around on you. The couch at the front. The couch is a lazy boy. You do have to just pull the fitting here, and it'll bring your footboard up for you. To create your couch into a bed, you just grab the handle at the bottom, you lift up just like so, and then you have 2 clips. There's one on that side, one on this side. So you release the clips, you pull down on the bed, making sure you don't have your hands in here. This is a very good pinch point. Down, just like so. You'll hear it click into place. At this point, you are safe to take your safety straps off. Now, the safety straps are there to keep your pillows in place and also the mattress as well. When you go to put this bed back up, there is a lock here in the corner. This lock here, you need to pull it to the out position so that you can lift up. As soon as you lift up a little bit, you can release that lock, and it goes up just like so. When you are getting ready to pack up, you do need to make sure that your bed and your couch are both in the upright position. If they're not in the upright position, there is not enough clearance for the tip out to come in. Now, how you put your tip out in, you come and you press your button. Again, just like your awning, you press and hold. You're going to hold this until you hear a ratcheting sound. There's the ratcheting sound. Now, for travel, you do want to put in your slide out lock. So this tag here, this is just to state the fact that you have put your slide out in. Now, your slide out lock goes dead center and goes up against the back wall and slides and locks in behind the tip out flange. Once in place, you do want to snug it up, just like so. It's not super critical that you are dead center on the stick or that it's on the wall. As long as it is in place, it is perfectly fine. Again, make sure this tag is always in the out, hanging out, so that you know that it is in place. If you have any questions, you can call us at 519-371-0370, or you can send us an email to info@terrystrailer.ca.